They got divorced when you were 13, but then high school, she was bullied. And you reached out towards things that were the opposite of the way you were raised. What happened?
I got into cutting. I began to cut my wrist in my mind, I thought it was relieving the pain. And that opened the door to witchcraft. I watched a movie with friends, a movie that came out about witches. It was very popular, and I wanted to be that. And so I got into witchcraft, and we began to gather around and do spells and incantations.
Daniela and Tony to have to leave the school.
And that opened up many other doors. I began to experiment with drugs. And then once I opened that door to drugs, I lost all logic, and I was just out there acting crazy. I ended up dropping out of high school. I got kicked out of my home. That's when I ended up living on the streets by myself with a backpack at 17 years old. I was just grabbing for anything to fill that void, and I ended up turning to lesbianism.
So then history repeats. That's actually what happened to her. She got married, married a drug dealer, and you were on drugs.
Yep.
He was on drugs. And then you have your birth of your daughter, and your daughter has the same future you had from the viewpoint of she's addicted.
Right.
Now, tell me what happened.
Actually, what I started when I got pregnant, I was still using. And so I knew I needed to get off drugs because I have a baby, but the addiction was so strong. The demonic realm and hold on my life was so strong. Logic was out the window. And so I still used. And actually, before she was born, I cried out to God. And she wasn't born.
When you say cried out,
Help me.
that wasn't just a little, oh, help.
No.
It was every fiber.
I screamed it at the top of my lungs. I said 3 words.
I want you to say it the way.
I said, God, help me!
But what happened when you cried out?
I just felt the peace of God. I didn't see lightning. There was no flashes. I didn't have any goosebumps. I just felt this peace. And I remembered that the Lord had encountered me early. I knew the Lord was real, even when I was a witch and I was doing spells and I was cursing at God. I still knew he was real, and I still knew the Lord could save. And so the peace of God came over me. A few days later, I was taken out of that situation of drugs. I was given prenatal care. I got something to eat after 5 days of no food at all. And God just began to really encounter my life.